Alright guys, what's going on? It's Mr. Price Action. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top 5 trending stocks on StockTwits. I trade mainly the indices. So this tends to be the first time I look at these stocks unless we covered them in a previous video. So if you guys want a non-biased technical review of a stock you might be trading or looking to buy or sell, let me be your source. So let's hop straight into it. The first stock we got is a repeat MMTLP. Now, I made a video about this yesterday saying that it could go up to $15 today. Instead, it falls 60%. The main tagline of that video was a massive move was coming, and that's because we were at that 685 level. So if buyers overpowered sellers right there, I was 100% sure we would launch to $15. The opposite happened instead, and we're back to first 417. We got that bounce and went back up to $5, and then absolutely no strength there. So now we're all the way at 289. I would absolutely jump in this trade right now because what I said in my second ever video, I would like this stock underneath 417 because a massive supply area, I'm saying this word for word from my previous video, a massive supply area would appear and you could target the stock from where it's currently trading right now, which is 285, potentially all the way to $5 to $6, which is a massive gain, and it's much more promise than trying to invest in that narrative. So the only problem with this stock is I guess it stops trading either on Monday or tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know. So GameStop is something we've been covering. I think we saw it in a previous video where basically I said we're trading in that demand zone right here. So it makes sense for us to have 11-12% up days because we're in a demand zone. All right. Lots of liquidity enter stocks when they're trading in a demand zone. And I said in the best case scenario, this thing has upside to potentially $42, $43, which would be a huge move. And we're just kind of starting to initiate that right here. So GameStop, I continue to like. It's in the demand zone. So let's look at his younger brother, AMC, and we're gonna see a very similar situation here. We drop to the 12-hour chart. This thing is in a demand zone down here, and just like GameStop, it could potentially retest that upper trend line and wind up back at around $10. So GameStop and AMC, quote me on this. I like both of those plays as a swing for, it'll probably take like a month or a couple of weeks, but those have massive upside right now as both of them are trading in the demand zone. Just make sure you guys utilize tight stop losses or, reasonable tight stop losses. All right, next we got Mullen, and as you can see, it's trading underneath that pump. So now that pump, which started at around 22 cents, is acting as a resistance. If we use our Bollinger Bands, we can see there's a demand zone, or a supply zone at around 24 and 25 cents. If you want to trade Mullen, you have two walls that you need to get through. First, it has to get through that 22 cents level, and then it can get up to 24, 25. From the closing price of today, that's about 30% upside. So you could utilize a 10% stop loss, which would put you underneath the most recent low, which is a really good stop loss placement, and you can target a 30% gain. So that could be a decent trade. Last but not least, Tesla. Now Tesla is something that I personally watched for a while, and I've said it, posted on StockTwits like a couple of months ago, that my target for this was going to be $131, and as you can see, it took out the 235 level. Now logically, this is the second time we've taken that out. Last time we held, this time the narrative is completely different. So if it continues to fall and nothing really changes, 131 is very, very likely, and I think it's still extremely bullish for the stock. It might trade underneath 131, but ultimately people will continue to buy Tesla. I have no doubt about that. Even if we go to this 2013 move, you see the next key level is right around that area, 126. I'm very confident those two levels, 126, 131. So there's still 30% downside left with Tesla. Almost forgot about the PVHS. This was the #1 trending stock and I forgot about it. So quick overview on this one. You want to see this hit $15. As you can see, that lines up directly with filling this gap right here. So I know a lot of people are targeting this gap if that shows up, which probably means there's going to be a sell-off tomorrow, and you want to see it hold that $7.95 level, and then from there you will target $19. Probably have to take some risk with this. I know a lot of people are going to try to jump the gun and just try to sign up for a free ride. But, remember the market doesn't reward that. So that's all for today. Peace.